Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Pharmacypedia. In continuation to our lecture series on cosmetic evaluation, we are going to discuss another interesting topic that is about the measurement of skin color. In our previous video, we discussed about seviometer, corneometer, and now we are going to discuss about the measurement of skin color. So let us first recall what is the functions of skin. Skin is basically used for thermoregulations. It has various functions apart from protection and other functions. The color of the human skins now depends on various factors like ethnic origin, gender, age, and behavioral factors. The biological function of skin is widely known. Many disease processes directly or indirectly affects the color of the skin. For example, skin pigmentation such as melasma, facial melanosis, lichen planus, pigmentosus, and vitiligo affects the skin color. There are various instruments which are used to measure the skin color, the pigmentation and the erythema, which are basically based on two important principles. The first is the reflectance spectrophotometry and second is the tri-stimulus calorimetry. Before going to the measurement of the skin color, first try to understand what are the various biological determinants of skin color. There are basically three components which actually decides the color of the skin tone. The first is the carotene. The carotene is one of the component which gives the yellowish color, and it is the least common skin pigment which results in the yellowing of the skin. So the yellowing color or the yellow color of the skin is basically due to the presence of carotene. Hemoglobin, second factor is the hemoglobin. This imparts red color to the skin tone. And melanin actually imparts dark brown color or purple color in the skin tone. So the three important biological determinants are carotene, hemoglobin, and melanin. So carotene is the least common skin pigment which results in yellowish color of the skin, and it results primarily from the overconsumption of carotene containing food. For example, carotene is present in large amount in the carrots. The pigment is significant almost exclusively in pathological or abnormal skin coloration. Second factor, again very important, is the hemoglobin. It is the most complex molecule responsible for the transport of oxygen throughout our bodies. It is the primary protein constituent of RBCs. So again, hemoglobin two types: oxygenated, deoxygenated, which imparts different color to the skin tone. Now when we talk about the oxygenated hemoglobin, it has a reddish hue and produces a pinkish tint to lightly pigmented skin. Whereas the deoxygenated hemoglobin has a purplish color. It produces the bluish tint in the skin, which can range from lightly pigmented skin, and which is the characteristic of the oxygen deprivation and suffocation. You must have seen this light bluish tint when the organs get deoxygenated. When the animal is dead, it is not deoxygenated. You must have seen the organs slowly develop the bluish tint on their skins. Third component, and very important, is the melanin. The primary determinant of variability in the human skin is melanin. The melanin in different amount, in different densities and distribution of the pigment melanin, it has a dark brown, purple or black color that is intensified by the denser compaction of the melanin granules in the cells of the upper layers of the skin. So the three, now you are aware about the three components of the skin color, which actually on their basis of differences have the different skin tones. You will be amazed to know that skin has more than 64 skin tones, ranging from lighter to the dark to various genetic variability. Now these three components variability actually decides the skin tone. Now let us try to understand the various equipments which are used for the measurement of the skin color. They are basically based on two principles. First is the reflectance spectrophotometer. So when we talk about the reflectance spectrophotometer, it is actually shines a light of specific wavelength using a filter and measures the intensity of the light which is reflected back by the skin. So when we measure the light which is reflected back by the skin, this is known as the reflectance spectrophotometer. Now this technique involves alcohol wash of the skin on the inner upper arm, and it allows the time for the local circulation to return to normal and shine light and measure reflectance. So this is a simple equipment used for the measurement of the skin color based on the principle of reflectance spectrophotometry. And we actually it is not as simple as it sounds, because the data derived is huge extent and the interpretation of data is little complicated. So when we talk about the reflectance spectrophotometry, it is a combination of three color values which are being interpreted, which are through the colorimetric values for the estimation of the chromophores in the skin. So you can see the formula for the chromophoric determination. So based on the ITA, that is the ABC three parts, and the incorporation of the formula, it gives the exact type of the skin tone color, which can be further classified into 6 groups ranging from very light to the various dark skin. So this is the formula. This is the formula which is being utilized for the calculation of the skin tone. Now the reflectance data for the skin obtained throughout the wavelength of the visible light is difficult to interpret actually. So it is being converted into colorimetric values or indices for estimating chromophores in the skin. So again, we are actually interpreting by calculating the indices, or also known as the colorimetric values. They are further defined by the formula CIE, and this is the formula which is actually used for the calculation of the colorimetric values or indices, and their value actually define and quantify the skin color tone. So these are the equipments which comes into the category of this reflectance spectrophotometer. First is the chromometer. It is again a colorimetric instrument which contains a xenon lamp as a light source, photo detectors, a microcomputers, and colored filters which closely match the CIE colorimetric standard observer curves. So these are based on the colorimetric indices. And again, second instrument, that is a derma spectrometer from the Cortex technology, and which is an index calculating narrow band spectrophotometric instrument composed of LEDs which emit light in two narrow wavelengths corresponding to red and green, photo detectors, and a microcomputer. So three things are very important. First is the light source, second is the wavelength of the light which is being applied, maybe a combination of different light like red and green, and photo detectors and microcomputers. Now the color values in concordance with the CIE colorimetric indices, colored systems, or erythema and melanin indices are calculated automatically with these instruments. So from the first instrument which we have discussed previously, we can calculate the CIE indices values, and from the second instrument, that is the derma spectrometer, we basically calculate the melanin indices. So erythema and melanin indices obtained from the derma spectrometer are different from those which are derived from full spectrum spectrophotometric data, but similar to those of the measurement principle. So one deficiency of this spectrophotometric or colorimetric instrument is that the color of an object smaller than the opening of the probe head cannot be measured directly. So it is actually it is very close by, and you don't get exactly the same value, same skin tone. So the data obtained is either through the reflectance spectrophotometry or colorimetric is a little bit complicated, and you get nearby relative value. So we can say that the color values obtained with softwares for image analysis are not absolute, but it is actually relative data which are comparable with those obtained using the same system and under the same situation. So you need to repeat the experiment to confirm the exact color tone and to determine the various colorimetric indices and melanin indices from different equipments. All the equipments used for the measurement of the skin tone are basically based on these two principles only. The instruments may be different, using different light color sources, energy sources of our photodioelectrons, but they actually define and calculate the colorimetric indices or melanin indices, which are further interpreted in terms of the skin tones. As I told you earlier, there are more than 64 skin tones. This is one of the most research area which have been done from 19th century. So therefore the color information from digitized images must be carefully processed in order to express it in terms of the values of an authorized color system. So that our data obtained is complicated. It should be interpreted very well, because we hereby is calculating a value which is giving that particular skin tone or that particular shade to the skin. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to Pharmacypedia. Also, please provide your comments in the comment box. Happy learning.